All right. It went pretty quick. I didn't mean to it start so quick, but it is what it is. Pretty dark. I need to probably get another like a desk light or something if I'm gonna do streams here. There's a light behind me, but I put RGB light bulbs in, and I can't control them, so just the lights will be flashing. I can still turn them on. You know, I have to turn them on. See how that looks. Right back. You guys can see what the junk. Hopefully you don't see the eye. That's what see the eye. You see the eye? Can't see the eye. Good. All right. A little bit more light. Hey, Cotton. The list coming out soon. Really? I believe it when I see it. And as Retro Richard would say, it's not a list, it's files, right? Not just a list like, there's flight logs, right? It's not like a list like people I've trafficked to. Like, that's not what it is. Maxwell get muted. I thought she was already charged and convicted and sentenced 2 hours ago. Wow. Yeah, like they're not going to arrest any former presidents, or attempted presidents, or current ones, or nothing. I don't think anyone's going to get arrested. I don't think anyone's going to get arrested. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to get arrested. Wouldn't shock me if this list just implements a few assholes that are celebs. And there's a rumor Epstein, not only did he not off himself, that he's not even dead. And he's alive and well, still trafficking. So, I mean, I'm not negating that you heard it. I'm sure you did, but I don't buy it. Wabe, I appreciate you letting me know. That's crazy. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't expect justice. But if you did want, I'm a plug for Richard's Octopus Man. If you want a book where people are brought to justice on the Epstein list, check out Octopus Man. I was actually just reading it beforehand. Apparently, I'm in it. I had to stop when I got to the part where I'm in it. I don't know how good or bad he writes me. But check out Richard. When he shows up here, I'm going to ask him to plug Octopus Man. But we'll see. We will see. I appreciate you being here, Wade. Appreciate you being here, Cotton. We're doing these vertical propaganda streams. And that's what's the sickest part. And this isn't even new. I mean, if you remember when the I call it bagel fence situation started, it just lets you know how deep the rabbit hole goes. You know, a former president who won, what was it, $75,000 in hot dogs and pizza, flying from Chicago. You can wonder what that was. You know what I'm saying? And they've been in charge. They're in charge now. They're going to be in charge. What I hoped is that people will put away the political divide. We're divided for all these millions of reasons. At a certain point, you would think, but no, that's not what happened. The leftists just all of a sudden wants the list, and people on the right just came for the guy. It's like, well, these switch sides. Just switch sides if the issue switches. You know, Mark Zuckerberg's a leftist, then Trump wins, and now he's a conservative. People just switch. They don't have any. They don't want to know how deep the rabbit hole goes. I think a lot of times too, people like feeling like voting matters, so they can feel like A, they voted for the right side, and B, they can bash people for how they voted. So as long as that happens, that's a thing too. Which we saw on the right when Biden was in charge, fucking things up. Well, you get what you voted for. They say that about California all the time. You get what you voted for. But then, Louisiana and Alabama are poor as shit, and those are conservative ran, and you don't hear no shit about that. So it's just the same shit on both sides. And you would think after this Epstein thing, which if the list was presented as legitimate, it would have plenty of people on any side of the political spectrum. Hey, Cinch and Dildo. It would collapse governments. We'd never know the real list. Yeah, whatever leaks will never be the real list. It would literally collapse governments. If it was really enforced, if you're talking about law enforcement, that's nothing. We know at least one member from the royal family is on it, if not more. So it ain't just U.S. government. And I'm sure it's governments throughout Europe that have island patrons. Governments throughout the West probably have been to that island. So is that list? We'll see what comes out, though. We'll see what comes out. Maybe they'll sacrifice a few assholes. I mean, it'd be better than nothing. I hate to just be so bare minimum, but I mean, legitimately, it would be. Legitimately, it would be. But it is what it is. Since I last done a stream, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. He's passed. So we had Ozzy, Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I feel like somebody else passed. A lot of people have been passing recently. So, sucks to get old, man. Yeah, I don't think so. Tom Hanks and Oprah, they have no fear. Ain't shit coming out. Yeah, they might, maybe a few fall guys. Maybe they'll toss out a few fall guys. But that's about it. That's about it. And then the weird thing, Kevin Spacey wants the list to come out. That's very weird. He's he's known to like them young, like the boys. You know, I ain't talking about Homelander and them. But we'll see. R.I.P. Isaac Cappy, man. I remember watching those. I watched them on live now. I was there, those Instagram lives. Those, which he got taken down. You know, he ended up jumping to his death on the freeway a few weeks after him, or whenever it was. Yeah, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he knows it'll never happen again. Yeah, he knows it will never happen. Yeah, maybe. So he's trying to look better because his career's been in a shitter, right? Like, I haven't seen Kevin Spacey since the shit came out about him. So he's probably just like, man, I gotta do something so I can use this list. I know ain't nobody gonna find out who's on this list. I could use it as some sort of public leverage, maybe. I don't know. Speaking of creepy motherfuckers, on a lighter note, and we can still talk about this shit because, you know, why not? Shout out to Wade for letting us know that supposedly something's coming out. We'll see what it is. But I've just become aware of this Pedro Pascal anxiety thing and his weird relationship with his co-star from the Fantastic Four movie. This woman is like pregnant with somebody else's kid and somebody else's fiance, and she gets really touchy with this Pedro fucker. Has anyone seen this shit? I know it's not the, you know, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about 90% of the shit we talk about, right? His videos are some of the best in creepy entertainment. He's a creepy fucker. He's always been a creepy fucker. I haven't seen videos. Or recent videos. I just seen quotes. I didn't know he was making videos. But like I said, just became really aware of this Pedro Pascal anxiety. I forgot what the chick's name is. Something Kirby, Vanessa Kirby, I believe. And she gets really touchy-feely with not Kevin, Pedro. And he gets really creepy with all his, yeah, shout out to the rain. I just got out of the rain in Houston. Appreciate you being here, Brandon Hom. Lost a few followers on Twitter for anti-bootlicker memes. It is what it is. Somebody left this channel because I didn't even show Trump and Epstein. I showed Trump and Clinton. He left the channel. I don't know if he still left. Maybe he's still here. Pedro fatigue. Boy, is he in every fucking movie. Yeah, what's with this anxious? I'm anxious, so I'm going to fill up. So I'm going to fucking find a woman. And then the one girl, like I said, this Vanessa Kirby girl, I would hate to be her husband. Just see her basically kissed and hugged up with Pedro Pascal during this fucking promotional tour. I don't know why. I just became aware of this weird shit. I mean, they put this fucker in every movie. And now he's anxious? It's like, what the fuck? They put him in everything. Does he have an island? Man, I know he went to one. Has anyone... I mean, I remember when The Rock, right? When The Rock was in everything and Kevin Hart was in everything. So it's not like we haven't seen him run like this, but good Lord. They're putting him in everything they fucking can. So I don't know if he has the island, but he's visited. He's visited these execs. He's done something a little strange for a little change. I'll tell you that much, man. He's got to be a fan favorite in these boardrooms. You're anxious. Yeah, I was anxious when I grabbed him by the pussy. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He's filling these girls up. The iPad? No, I don't have it near me. Maybe bring it up. But yeah, he's I don't know, man. And you know, I did kind of like watch reviews and spoiler reviews to see what happens in this Fantastic Four. I don't know. I'm probably not going to check it out. Just like I'm not checking out Superman, which, as a vigilante or whatever, kind of does suck, right? I feel like maybe I should be checking these out. If you guys wanted reviews and shit, I would, but there's no demand. Hot take: are we really going to get an Epstein list, or are they just making a list to get their enemies eliminated, old school style? Maybe. Yeah, I think we're going to get a couple Fall Guys on the list. I don't even know, I mean, maybe they do the thing where everybody on the list is liberal. I don't know. But we're not going to get a real list or a real, and again, it's not a list. It should be files. It should be files and documentation. They keep saying list. Like Epstein just, every time he trafficked a young girl to somebody, wrote their name on a piece of paper. Like, that's not how it worked. Oh yeah, I did see Happy Gilmore too. He says, "Remember Barry the movie?" Well, a lot of movies are doing that too. Yeah, they're supposed to have tapes and video and files, and you know what I mean. Suddenly, they want to start prosecuting people from several of the old admin participating at the same time. They're dropping a list. Soviet style purge, maybe. I mean, one of the gimmicks of Trump is that he's such a dictator. I mean, it seems like ICE is overstepping their bounds quite a bit. It's not just illegals. I mean, apparently if you travel out the country and you come back, it's a nightmare even for citizens. And so, he's talked about deporting citizens and stripping citizenship. So the gimmick is he's, whatever. Like he's this dictator, and they can add that to it. I want to see that sketch. Looks good. A power going power, yeah. Which sketch? I want to see sketch. I don't think I saw sketch. What's sketch? I mean, unfortunately, I can't look at that trailer now doing this style of streaming. Or did we look at sketch? I don't remember looking at a movie called Sketch. And if it did, and we did, I apologize. My brain is mush. But thank you all for joining. I'm going to try doing these type of streams, see if it makes any difference in the viewership. Because when I doom scroll, I keep running into these streams. And it's like, man, where all the fucking streams? I got over 1,000 videos on this channel, or close to 1,000 videos of stream. Let me see if I can get a few more people to show up to these, especially since now I got the new mask and I can actually see and read your comments. So that's cool. That is cool. And I have to struggle to do it. So thank you for being here. Thank you all. Hopefully we'll also be dropping soon, which I ain't gonna lie, I've been kind of down / nervous about going through this whole process of releasing music. I'm starting to get jitters, but I gotta do it. I just gotta put the shit out. Just gotta put the shit out and do my best and go from there. But I am starting to get jitters. Or I don't know. What's another word? Just nervous. Just nervous. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for still being on this channel. I appreciate it. So yeah, but yeah, I did not see that Epstein list stuff until Wade brought it up. We will see how that goes. Again, I'm not expecting, just like you guys, I'm not expecting much from that shit. I'm not expecting much but nonsense, and maybe we'll get, I don't think even if the list is true, maybe they just put all the leftists on the list to attack the enemies or whatever, and they probably all did go. You know what I mean? I don't trust anyone on any side of the aisle at this point, and nor should anyone. And you would think this Epstein thing would let you know, but yeah. The only reason I'll tell you the couple reasons, which you're kind of right. One thing is publishing, right? Is if you sign up for a publisher, you might as well have a publishing company to get all of your publishing, because for whatever reason, the way it works is half of it goes to the writer, half of it goes to the publisher. So I might as well have a company to act as that publisher. Second is, and it doesn't hurt. I can write off a lot of shit I buy. Like I buy equipment, I can write it off. Third is if I operate for a while, I could potentially, and that's a little more risky, but potentially take out loans and or lines of credit to help. Which the main thing would be mixing and promoting. So, am I overdoing it? If I wasn't planning on making music the rest of my life, I would agree with you. But it's like I should have been doing this shit the whole time. I should have been doing this shit since before I started the channel. I should have been doing this shit. So, I mean, yeah, there's a risk that I do this for a few years and never make a dime, and at least I get to write off all the cents. You know what I'm saying? So the write-offs are part of it. Now, I may be able to write off if I just do a sole proprietorship too, so I don't necessarily have to do an LLC. But publishing and write-offs are two of the main things, and just the fact that I feel like I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to put out some music. You know, it is somewhat risky because then I think my name will be out there if you guys really search, but it is what it is. But yeah, write-offs are a big part of it. Writing off equipment, because I'm going to keep buying shit. I know I'm not going to stop doing. And I also kind of want the pressure to release music too, because I should have already dropped, as you know, the past couple of years. And so it's like once I do this, okay, I have to drop. There's no more bullshit, right? But we'll see. The promoting is going to be the hardest part. It's going to be harder than making the music. Finding all the different, I'm gonna do a lot of posting, do some ads, finding different people and places that will accept new artists or listen to new artists. I also want to know, what does it take to get shout out to Pocket the Plug. What does it take to get on his shit? Because I've actually been working more on the hip hop project, finishing that one up so I can just have everything done and both projects pretty much ready to upload when I'm done. I wonder what it takes to get on his shit. Honestly, I think the hip hop shit I'm doing is nice as fuck. I don't give a fuck. I think the lyrics and the beats are cold as shit. I know but I don't think it's going to be that commercial. Like it's some of it's drumless, but some of it's not. And I just like it. I'm like, man, this is dope. I'm happy I made this type shit. You have to start a company, self-employed artisan category. I think I can do a sole proprietorship, which I think you need to file some paperwork. It's a little cheaper. But it's not that much of a difference. Like, man, I might as well just do this. And another reason, and I don't think you were here the other day, I kind of have figured, from looking up all this stuff for the LLC, I figured out the hustle, right? And the guy who most exemplifies this is Robert Kiyosaki, aka Rich Dad Poor Dad. And he talks about, I think Vlad or somebody interviewed him. He said, "You have like $100 million a day." He's like, "No, it's $1 billion." And he jokes about how much debt he has and how he constantly uses credit. Now, I am not planning on extending credit to the extent that he did, but the gimmick is, and this is what a lot of rich people do: you extend credit, use that credit to buy assets, use those assets to pay back your creditors. And so long as you do, you basically have an infinite money glitch, because you can consistently extend more and more credit to acquire more and more assets and then keep that loop going. And I figured, hey, the money system, I don't know how long, I mean, maybe we got 10 years left, maybe, probably not. But if I could take advantage of it, wouldn't be the worst idea. Now, you can obviously fuck this up, but then again, worst case scenario, you fuck it up, go bankrupt. company goes bankrupt. But I kind of want to try my hand on that. I'm not going to extend a ton of credit or more than I can pay back. At least not again. But seeing that is how the gimmick works. That is the money thing, is extending credit, buy assets pay on credit. As long as you pay it off, or at least pay on it, as long as you make minimum payments, it's pretty much an infinite money glitch. And that's how a lot of billionaires get down. Or not even billionaires, millionaires. Just play credit games. Now, obviously, there's limits to that shit. You got to have a real business. Moguls. There you go. That's what I'm trying to be. At least somebody, man. Because my thing is, I'm retiring. I'm not going to work until I'm 75, right? And speaking of work, I got a new job, so my schedule's going to change. So that's going to be different. But I don't want to fucking do this shit till I'm like 75 and work a regular job. So I'm not doing it. I'm figuring a way out the rat race. Another way you can do it, if you really just say fuck it, you can extend a bunch of credit, leave the country. I don't plan on doing any of that. I plan on, but it is like, okay, maybe use this business, start another business, have a few different businesses in the trust. Try to do that. And so we will see. We will see if it works. Or you can always abort. Like I said, you can always get bankrupt. You can always shelve the company. All these other things. But it's not just it's the more I do research. That's why I am going to do it. It's like it's more than just a label to release music, or even like I said to write things off. It's like, okay, let me get my hand in the business world. There are other businesses I've been wanting to open up. Let me start to establish business credit, and let me start to try to do that. So we will see how that goes. We will see. Because even your Orange Man, he's going bankrupt a couple times. That's what a lot of people do. You use other people's money. That's the hustle. Use other people's money to build assets. But if you fuck around and you just what some people have done, and they basically are scammers, they just extend credit and just use it. Don't do shit. They don't really have a business with it. And you can get away with that to an extent, but eventually you're going to be fucked. You're, either fraud or your credit gets called. So you don't want that. So we will see how this goes. Hey, Moira. Long time no see. Surprised you're not a mod. I don't know how that happened. That's just a different account, but thank you for being here. Yeah, meow. Shit, they're using freshly printed money now. Shit, you don't have to print the money now. But yeah, hey, Moira, long time no see. I'm glad to see you here. We just talking about whatever, Epstein list, starting a business, business credit, going into debt, whatever else. Pedro Pascal being creepy around women and calling it anxiety. Freaking about that last two live streams. Somebody just told me right as the stream started that the Epstein. I heard the shit with Trump and there is no Epstein list and all that shit, but I didn't hear that they was trying to bring one out. So we will see how that shit goes. Shit, I remember hearing about Epstein before the story broke. And I didn't actually hear his name, but I heard that process of them having high profile people and the youth and using it as a blackmail source and a cultic source. I remember hearing that shit and thinking it was crazy, and then the Epstein story breaks. And because I heard, like I said, I heard the Bagel Fin stuff, the Isaac Cappy stuff. I can't remember it's censoring your comment. It does that. YouTube is very, I don't know. It's very just crazy. It censors your last comment. It is one of the oldest plays in the book. Blackmail always works. But just the fact that they have a ring of it. They even talked about old cases that may have been up from the 70s that maybe evolved to this ring. Apparently, it's so bad, they have people giving birth off There are people who have kids for this ring, and those kids are never taken to the hospital, never given birth certificates. You're calling for violence. I wish a lot of things, right? I wish that this story, that people stop being so fucking politically partisan, realize, okay, both sides are on this shit, both sides are a part of the system. And two, I wish that people did get that angry. You should be that angry that they're doing this to fucking kids, and they got the nerve to try to run this country and tell you what to do with the evil, demonic shit that they do. They deserve the wood chipper, yeah. And I wish we had the energy. Yes, Fizz, it's a thing. Babies born into sex slavery, it is disgusting. But that's a thing. Both sides are pedos, absolutely. And the fact that they try to censor this shit is fucking laughable. It's fucking disgusting and demonic too. Like, and these are the people that run the country, that have been running the country. What's the chick? Thanks for the memories. Oh man, she was an MK Ultra sex victim, and she was talking about she was apparently given to Dick Cheney, and she was given to other celebrities. Hey, Tom Jensen, the Vigilante runs on you. Yeah, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Yeah, a lot of people dying. That's pretty weird. I know a lot of people look into the gematria and all that. I'm not that guy. But it is weird how we got a lot of celebrity deaths. That's always crazy when they pile up. We get Ozzy. Somebody else, I know it was Ozzy, Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and somebody else I feel like died as well. And I can't think of who. Cannot think of who. But it keeps censoring you to the Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne. Julian LaFay. Who is Julian LaFay? Fizz. To the ground. But that's crazy. It's censoring you. The original creator of Elder Scrolls, I see. Did not know that. That's crazy. He died. Him, Hulk Hogan, and Osborne died in the same thing. Chuck Mangione, that's the guy. You only knew him from King of the Hill, Small Town Republic. I knew of that song. They used to play it all the time on the Smooth Jazz channel in Detroit, that Feel So Good. Yeah, it feels so good. I knew that song. That's one of those classic smooth jazz songs. I've heard that a million times in my life. And I didn't even know he was on King of the Hill, but I've seen like the meme since he passed. That's the guy I was thinking of, though. Thank you, Small Time. But I knew it feels so good. And he made like 13, 14 albums. He was like a musician. So, okay, rest in peace to all these people. And we will see what happens with this. I mean, I would like justice to be served, but we just saw the Diddy thing. They didn't serve justice. Nobody testified. That became a one-man RICO case. How do you have a similar to Ghislaine Maxwell, how do you have a trafficking organization that doesn't traffic to anybody? Same thing happened with Diddy. There were no clients. There were nobody else went to these parties, apparently. It was just Diddy and some prostitutes and Cassie. And those were the only people at these freak-offs. Pissing in each other's mouths. Apparently there was no kids. Only God knows how Jay-Z keeps... How many... he was associated with R. Kelly. He was associated with Diddy. And for some reason never gets a case on him. Only God knows how that works. Yeah, that's what somebody said. Trump might pardon her. I'm like, what the fuck? Piece of shit. But, I mean, if anybody still believes in Trump after this, I don't know what to tell them. We'll never know what Maxwell told the Attorney General. No, we won't. But if anybody's still... I'm sure there's still people who will suck Trump's dick gladly, because we always got those fucking glitzy goblin type motherfuckers. But if somebody still is on Trump's an outsider and he's that shit, man, you can kiss my ass, man. I've listened to y'all say that shit. People argue with me. I remember bringing up the fact that he had so many pictures with this weird motherfucker. And then, well, you do the no, motherfucker. I don't got pictures with no pervert like that. So how the fuck do he do? Yeah, people want to overlook his bullshit. Too many people are too quick to outsource their own belief in anything. And so they rather believe in somebody else than themselves. They rather believe, and then again, too many people still believe in voting. And so that's a huge part of it. Well, I got to vote for the right side. And, that's what, and you see, and I didn't see the South Park episode. I did see the clips of him and Bill saying, yeah, he's treating him like Saddam, they used to treat Saddam Hussein, where he's dating Satan. He's effective at deflecting, but this is his kryptonite. Because he ran on this shit. And he ran on the conspiracy theory group. Remember, he was doing interview. Remember when in 2016, before they kicked AJ Styles, aka Alex Jones, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say his name, but I just said it. But before they kicked him off of this platform, he went on Alex Jones and he marketed himself towards a lot of conspiracy theories and the theorists. Remember the whole? Does anybody remember QAnon? Pepperidge Farmers remember QAnon. And again, not sure if I'm still supposed to say that word, but that was a big thing. Everything was about conspiracies and draining the swamp and all this bullshit. Right? He's doing that. Palantir's already done that. Believe in Trump. He'll be the one to merge big tech with the deep state. Yeah, we thought it was going to be the left. But the second he won, all the tech magnates put on MAGA hats. Second he won the second time, all the tech bros put on MAGA hats and said, we'll run with him. And Palantir has already technically done that as far as merging big tech with the surveillance states. And you're the bad guys on both sides. And hopefully we can get, if only hundreds of millions of Americans and billions of people knew that as a default and only operated like that instead of constantly with this partisan bullshit. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't. And then a lot of motherfuckers still gonna suck this orange penis. Gotta gobble the glizzy. And people have left the chat. Sorry, guys. I don't know, it only shows 2 people. I feel like it's more people watching, but, that's what it says. Trying to warn people about Palantir. Yeah. They're already here. And it's already stuff in that bill, that demonic bill is supposed to increase surveillance. Oh, man, they might have, who knows, they might shut this shit down. Here, they can't stop me yet. I don't know. So if you're having an issue, it shows only one person. So I guess it's just me and you, Morva. I don't know if anybody else is still watching, but that's crazy work. I know sometimes, but I say that, I know motherfuckers move around. They didn't fund this campaign for nothing is right. And not fund this campaign for nothing is right. And now motherfuckers are finding out. Which a lot of y'all have put me on the Peter Thiel. I will give credit. Y'all have put me on the Peter Thiel well before this shit. But that Peter Thiel and them boys really run shit. So you guys are still here. So maybe it's just lying about the numbers. Lord knows it does that. I realize I'm actually already monetized. They show commercials on my videos sometimes. And there is a little bit of change that shows up in a little what you've earned type shit. So hooray me. Vance is tight-lipped on Epstein. I'm sure he is. He seems like an island boy. I remember I made fun of him because of his weird shit, and I had all these weird cross-dressers say, you never cross-dressed before? No, I haven't. All these people who cross-dress in the name of Trump, I don't know what that shit's about. You can look at the comments if they're still there. People got mad because I said shit about Vance. All they did was talk shit about Kamala and call me something ghetto. I forgot what it was. Some bullshit. Because I didn't suck off Vance. And I thought he was a weird creeper. And I even though I said it was only a short. It wasn't even a whole video. But I said, man, he's a weird gay looking motherfucker, man. Called him Gold Dust because he had the little gay little wig on. Bunch of these dick suckers got offended. Listen, man, even if you did like this motherfucker, just being so gay is just crazy, bro. It's coming full circle. Silicon Valley was started with CIA money. Now they're coming to collect. Yeah, a lot of stuff was started. Entertainment business was started with military money. It's all been military and intelligence from the jump. So it should be no shot to no one. I was looking up something talking about the CIA invented crack. I mean, obviously they funded it, and the Iran-Contra affair was the large distribution of cocaine, but to actually even cook cocaine in the crack pen, that was a CIA thing. I don't know. I wasn't there. I was, born in '87, but I ain't that old. I guess I was kind of there, but you know what I mean. But I'm sure Vance is gonna be tightly lipped. He ain't tightly lipped behind closed doors, though. Allegedly, I don't think nothing tight on Vance behind closed doors. He seemed like the type to enjoy it. He seemed like a freak off vet. They censored trying to invite you to your live. You got a live going now? And how do you invite? Let me see if I can make you a mod. Maybe that'll help as a moderator. I'm surprised you're not. Standard. Okay, I just made you a mod. Maybe that will help. I did earlier want to invite you. Oh, yeah. Just let me know. If I'm free, I'll do it. Nobody invites me to shit no more, man. Nobody invites me to a motherfucking thing no more, man. I guess I'm not one of the good ones no more. That's just how that shit goes. He wants to win the next election. Got to stay out of this if possible. I'm on Instagram, and I technically am on TikTok. But I don't use TikTok, even though I am going to start. Yeah, we probably would. But Instagram for sure I'm on. That's something I do use. I do need to start using TikTok because once I start promoting my music, I'm going to use TikTok. Yo, speaking of TikTok, I heard it's going away in a couple months. Does anybody hear about that? Is a TikTok going away? Actually, not in a couple months, a month. It's September. Supposedly it's going away in September. Does anybody know about that? Which, I mean, obviously they talked about TikTok going away many a time. They've been trying to suppress the hell out of you. Oh, man. Don't know if you have access to this scam. Okay. Damn. Well, I mean, if you're on TikTok, which I remember you being on that, I could just check that more. I don't have a Twitter anymore. I just can't. And shit, I don't even always get on TikTok, or I don't get on TikTok much, but I don't even always get on Instagram because that shit gets to me. Dotted, they're trying to force him to sell to a U.S. company. That's what I thought. Keep saying he's going to ban, then they cut him a check and he changed his mind. Moreover Kitty 81 is your TikTok. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm following you on TikTok. That might be the best way. I'll just keep checking it more. Like I said, I got to start posting on that shit more. Once we start pushing music. And I start spamming everybody with the same few songs. But that's why I seen work. Shout out to the guy Cash Star. Came across him. I've come across a couple musicians. And that's what they do. Just got to keep posting. Even if it's the same song. Just post that whole every day on social media with different clips. And just hope for the best. And, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I have no problem doing a stream if I got the time. May not always have the time. And my schedule's going to change, so we'll see how that shit goes. But yeah, definitely will. So thank you for even thinking about me. Shit. And thank you all for joining. If there's anyone here, show's only one, but I got a feeling there's more people here than just Morva. But even if it's not, thank you, Morva. Thanks for the likes. Keep up with the likes. Guess we're stuck on this Epstein thing. I'll keep wanting to get away from politics, but it'll never happen. Unfortunately. Just add me on Instagram. Cool. But yeah, it'll never happen. But I do feel vindicated for being critical of the Orange Man. Heck yeah, I will invite you. Didn't realize how down you were with the recent stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I only found out. I knew about some of the Epstein stuff. I saw when Trump denied it that the list exists, but I only found out about the some list leaking right now as the stream started. Somebody said it real way, but scaring away people. Well, so here's this whole gimmick, man. A lot of this gimmick of this political talk was based off of no matter which side you're on, you already have a built-in base. If you're conservative or liberal, you already got a built-in base. As long as you keep the binary shit going, you already got a built-in base. You already got something to appeal to. You already got a subject, set of subjects to talk about. Everything it's like a franchise for a business. When we talk about business, can I send you an invite? I'll do it after the stream because I'm using my phone to stream. But it's like as opposed to opening your own business, open up a franchise. While you open up a franchise, a lot of work's done for you. And yeah, that's I was gonna get there. People also do not want to admit they've been duped. But yeah, so now you got your little political franchise that's you talking shit, and you can always bash the left. You can always find a blue-haired dumbass doing something stupid to make fun of. Let's just go from the conservative side, since that's the side I think most people had leaned to, at least. I did see he was a scholar, visit his golf courses. I think it P.T. Barnum who said that? Is there Epstein Island franchise? It might be. I heard there are other islands outside of Epstein. I don't know if it's P.T. Barnum who said that more, or was it Mark Twain? One of them. It's easier to fool. No. It's easier to fool someone than to convince them they've been fooled. I think it's Mark Twain. I think, was it P.T. Barnum said suckers born every minute. The Epstein Island multiverse, hey, I like blue hair. You know what I mean. Mark Twain probably, I think it's Mark Twain. P.T. Barnum said sucker born every moment or every day or whatever it was. Both apply. So many people are so invested in that conservative franchise, conservative shit talk franchise, that you can't go back now. Even if you think you can't go back now, I put the American flag behind me. I put the thin blue line shit behind me. I've been selling you my patriot bullshit for 5 years, 6 years. And now that everybody thinks that, Con Inc. Now that you can't go back now, it's too late now. You done invested everything with Orange Man good, liberals bad. You done put everything into that basket. There's nowhere else to go. And then even if you wanted to go somewhere else, a lot of people don't want to, like Cincha said, a lot of people don't want to admit when they've been duped or when they've been wrong. And a lot of people, again, they don't want to, if you're on the left, you're still going to buy into it, even though nobody on the left gave a fuck about Epstein, or they always tried to hide it until now, till Trump said what he said. And you get to, oh, well, we didn't vote for this, ha, ha, ha. You get what you vote for, because remember, the right was saying that when Biden was fucking everything up. It's like, no, you don't get what you vote for, because there's only two sides. Your vote don't matter. There's two sides, there's only one side. Your vote don't matter. And I wish society acted like your vote don't matter. I really do. And nobody went out to the voting thing, and nobody held that as a thing. But they tell you lies like, well, if you don't vote, you can't complain. That's bullshit. Like hell, I can't. I got free speech, ho. What the fuck you mean I can't complain? Under what grounds can I not complain? I feel like I got, I think George Carlin's the one who said this. I got more reason to complain because I didn't pick either side in this shit. They're censoring. Well, YouTube is a mess anyway. It's a dead platform. I don't, I use it because that's the one I've been using. But it's clearly a dying platform. It's so hard to get, even as a consumer, I said this before, it's so hard to find a fucking video I like nowadays. It's funny how, that is weird that most older people don't care about the Epstein story. Or liberal or conservative. That is weird, small time. That I don't get. I don't have an answer for that. I don't vote yes. I can't complain because there's nothing good enough to vote for. It's a setup for the lesser evil when it's not lesser. Exactly. That's the part. Well, it depends. YouTube, in a way, no, and it is still a big thing. But YouTube has spent the past 5 years trying to be TikTok and Twitch at the same time as being YouTube. So they've made competitors out of Twitch and out of TikTok, and both do their thing better, right? If you try to make a competitor to YouTube, Google will just buy you. That's fair enough. It's the same demographic that protects their ministers when they molest their kids. That's a very good point. To Small Time's point, Yeah, the same demographic that does they don't protect the kids, they protect the institution. So, being quiet about this shit is in their DNA. You choose a lesser evil, the devil is still gonna win. You're right, Sentient. You're right for the most part. If YouTube, if Google don't buy you, Amazon will, or because they bought Twitch. We'll see what happens with this TikTok. Apparently, Meta is trying to buy it. Because I had said earlier, and you guys have mentioned, they keep saying it, but the story I heard, the complete story was that Meta was buying TikTok. Meta meaning Facebook. They were buying TikTok, and they were going to have their own thing. But yeah, Google's either going to buy you or make you not show up. Basically, if Google doesn't buy you and one of the big companies don't buy you, then you don't exist. Ask, what was that shit? Speaking of conservatives, that Parler. Remember that Parler shit? I don't know if people use Facebook anymore, but people use Instascam, and Meta owns that as well. People still protect Trump. The same people protect their ministers that their kids molested. Yeah, that's a good That's a good comparison. So yeah, you used to use Parler. I used to use it for a little bit too. Maybe Boomer's still on Facebook. Use Facebook because I enforce. You force the Facebook stories on everybody I see. Yeah, I haven't used Facebook since 2014. I only came back to social media because I started doing the vigilante thing. Y'all see I'm stuck at 800 subs. Only God knows if I ever get to that 1,000 mark. They telling me ain't nobody in this chat now, even though I see 3 or 4 chats. It keeps censoring you. They keep telling me ain't nobody showing. I tried to, you know what, man? The technology's so bad with the censorship, man. I don't even know why I tried doing this shit. Dr. Doom was not disfigured in Avengers Doomsday. I figured that because what's the point of bringing RDJ back if you're going to fuck his face up? Thinking setting a light voter card, your Republican voter card, probably should. It's a mess. Neither side gives a fuck. They all just want to insider trade and eat babies, man. Fuck them all. That's all these motherfuckers want to do. You have to misspell keywords. Why can't they adapt the character of Doom? Because they're trying to sell and get... One, they're trying to resurrect a franchise that is dying. And the whole superhero thing is dying. 2, they want to get as many normies and casuals to watch. And they don't have really anything to offer them. So bringing RDJ back is the best thing they can offer. Even though they're about to reboot and recast Iron Man and recast every character. You said the voter card is about use for Frank's drum kit, right? Groomers and traffickers, the whole lot of them. Yeah, a lot of old folks, unfortunately, got that same spirit. Yeah, Frank's fan fiction. You one of those people who don't think Anne Frank wrote that shit? I've heard a lot of people think the dad wrote it. Who knows? Just can't have a evil son of a gypsy sorceress who was an evil inventor and dictator of a European country. I mean, you think you could, and apparently there's a couple of Doom Easter eggs in this Fantastic Four movie. But it is what it is. It was written in ballpoint pen? Really? Really? So I didn't know that. Huh. I mean, a lot of people thought that the dad wrote it. Maybe he didn't even write it. Maybe it was just all bullshit. Who knows? Who knows, man? I never done too much research into that. A lot of people think Truman Capote wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, not Harper Lee. Wow. I know, speaking of ghosts written, I know allegedly The Color Purple. Who the fuck ghost wrote that? Oh my God. She's one of those. Was Gloria Steinem supposed to ghost wrote The Color Purple? I think it's Gloria Steinem. Her dad did admit that he fine-tuned it a bit. Oh, man. Oh, man. I didn't know that about, I'm surprised they even let you type that. Don't get you started. Oh, Lord. We're getting censored enough, Cotton. Oh, man. I'm a not comment. So it was just the Diary of Anne Frank. That's the only book I know of. Was there another one? They write more than one, did they? Man, isn't that shit crazy? I'm gonna be quiet because even though it's like 5 or 6 of y'all in the chat, it's only showing me 0 people. We getting censored enough. It only counts like nobody. It doesn't even count that y'all watching. It's not even counting y'all watching. So it's not showing me to a motherfucker. Never read it. They made us read it in schools. But the whole point of me doing this vertical stream was, maybe I'll catch a doom scroller. I'm not gonna catch one motherfucking doom scroller. Have a picture of the Red Cross report right after the closing of World War II, where they could not find any proof was used on people. Wow. Math destroyed. Well, that number, that's always been an interesting number. Some people say it's only a couple 100,000. If that, that's that's another can of worms. I'm obviously trying to, still would like to have somebody watch. But here's what I don't get. They're censoring me, they're censoring y'all right now, but then they'll let some motherfuckers talk about this shit, have 500 people watch. I don't understand it. Man, I even stopped uploading. I'm going to get back to uploading my NFL video. I'm going to the same shit. The NFL videos, I done released like 15 of them, whatever it is, or 12, whatever it is. And most of them got like 10 views. A couple of them have gotten over 100, but most times like 5 views, 10 views, and that's it. And then anytime it does get a little traction, like this Browns video went to 80, so I just, let me wait. It's a mess. Says only got one person watching. It's clearly like 5 or 6 people chatting. So they're not going to show my shit to nobody. Nobody. See, that's the historians. Yeah. Shit, remember when you could watch it on YouTube? Man, those were the days. You used to be able to watch a lot of shit on YouTube. That was a lot. YouTube used to be the shit. What a destruction of a great platform. In the name of censorship, they destroyed this platform. They really destroyed this platform. And I'm not even just saying it as a creator. A lot of times I complain as a creator. As a fan, it's so hard to get the shit I want. And it's, if I sub, I'm starting to go to the subscriptions tab so I can at least find some of the people I'm sub to. But yeah, only engaged views, that means comments alike. When you guys are commenting, you know what I mean? The way you guys are talking, they should be showing more people my content. But we happen to pick this subject, so we're fucked. Did you see what I said about the film Europa? Last battle was on Rumble. I never saw Europa. The doubled up non-skippable ads is crazy. Yeah, then they toss so many ads. They toss ads in front of my content now. And I guess they technically are paying me, but they ain't paying me much. So, got like $25 and then can't wait for it to get to 100. Remove their platform status? Well, that's never going to happen. And I listen, shout out to LDG. We've talked about this, and I got a hit bro up. But, these platforms are not platforms by definition. They all are publishers. With the amount of censorship they do, with the amount of leading towards certain topics, they are publishers. They are not platforms. I wish they would lose their platform status, or at least have it threatened in a legitimate way to where they play at least somewhat more fair. But it is what it is. And now they just pay for play dumping grounds. That's the new gimmick. It's pay for play. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Not saying you can't get around it. I mean, there's some people who are smart enough and just are savvy enough to make a a more YouTube friendly product. I listen to a playlist and it's 2 ads between every song. And this week they've been all in Spanish. That's crazy. I do sometimes see Spanish ads too. Probably because I'm in Texas. Even though I'm trying to use a VPN more, but still. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. The censorship. It's probably 5 people. Thank you for watching me. It's only showing 2 or 3 of y'all, even though it's like 5 or 6 people watching clearly. Between Fizz, Sentient, Moira, Small Time, Cotton. This is the last couple minutes, you know what I'm saying? So clearly more people watching me. Thank y'all for watching me. Had to talk about this this fucking Epstein asshole. And the files, you shouldn't call it a list, it's not just a list. It's files, it's documents, it's videos, it's who knows how many actual files there are, because this is a blackmail ring as much as it's anything. Ads been in Spanish this week. Even asked to YouTube on Twitter. Someone made a puke bomb on Newgrounds. Someone called puke bomb on Newgrounds, made a cartoon of Neil deGrasse Tyson becoming white. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I guess you do basically live in Mexico. I do too. This is North Mexico, Texas. But yes, it is what it is. And like Fizz was saying, there's really no alternative to what YouTube is. But it's still like, it's just not good enough. I wish, bring back the old algo, man. Bring back interesting stuff. Reward interesting, cool stuff, not corporate condensed stuff with these shitty thumbnails. I don't know. Spanish is the new official language of the U.S. That's true. At least it's become, a shout out to being here in Texas. The Latinx community, as they do not like to be called, has shown me a ton of respect. Okay. But yeah, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. I cannot read Spanish, unfortunately. I knew K, but el queso es viejo y mohosa. Donde es la sepultura? I don't know what that means. I think donde es like what is the. I don't know what a sepultura is. So I'm sorry, and I can't translate because I'll stop the stream. Has anyone watched your videos? I watched the one video the one time, but I don't remember what was going on. It was kind of just background. Frio hombre. Frio's cold, and hombre is like, man. I don't know. But unfortunately, no, I haven't watched a ton of your content. I'm not even going to lie. The cheese is old and moldy. Where's the shoe store? That's crazy. It's, like I said, it's so fucking tough to get. I saw this one guy talk about how he had like multiple channel monetize. I don't know what he's doing that I'm not, or that you're not, or anyone's not. You know what I mean? I don't know how it is. I don't know how to operate a channel that gets popular and appeases this algorithm. And I will say, I was talking about the label. That is one thing I am fearful of. It's like, man, I'm going to do all this, put all this money, and end up in the same spot and have nothing. Which I guess is just a risk I'm willing to take. Because I also don't want to, like, not do anything and then, like, damn, I should have did it. So, but you're just trying to get traction on social media. It comes easier to certain people than others. I don't know how to do it. And I'm considering this as social media too, especially because it wants to be so bad. It wants to be TikTok so damn bad. So I wish I had the answers on how to grow on this platform, Fizz. I appreciate that you still check out my content, man. Um, yeah, it'll force me to make music, man. And hopefully we can do some more. I'm doing this phone stream. I want to start to do more like creating music creation streams. So that's hopefully that happens in the future. Hopefully we can do one tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do one tomorrow if I got the energy. Cause that's been the main focus, main fear, main everything. So we will see how that goes. I still keep an ear to this politics bullshit as much as I keep trying to escape it, but I just fucking can't. And I don't know what to do with it, man. We'll see. We got 3.5 more years of this asshole. Only God knows what's coming next after this asshole. He's installing he's on schedule with Agenda 2030. All those motherfuckers that scared you and saying, and listen, the left was on schedule with it too. I'm not trying to act like they weren't gonna they weren't pushing towards Agenda 2030. It was a collaborative effort. It's always been a collaborative effort. Never forget, even going back to COVID, never forget Trump is the one who gave you the vaccine. And yeah, it came to pass that the left encouraged the vaccine and that the right discouraged it, but it still was something Trump did. So it is what it is. Will people ever get to the point where they can get past partisanship? I'm gonna be optimistic, right? Let's be optimistic. That's what we got optimistic superhero movies, even if they're goofy. Let's have some optimistic, maybe some. He's never been against the jab. He never was. He kept, taking credit for the jab. He never was, and despite the fact that the left joked, "Oh, we'll never take it," they couldn't wait to not just take it, not just force you to take it, but take away your job if you didn't take it, and then just drop it after a couple years. It just disappeared, And we all saw the effect. We all saw those compilations of people falling out. We'll never know the full effect of everything. I've seen people with magnets and shit. And Operation Warp Speed, that's what it was called. And I don't even know if I should be talking. I got a community thing about talking about it. This jab. I forgot what it was. So that makes it even worse. They approved the jab for infants. And people don't do it. Let people do it. You know what, man? If you care so little about your baby, you're just gonna put a bunch of stuff in them. That's your business. But yeah, I got a community strike still about this. I forgot what I said, but I remember it was so minor. Oh, I think I was talking about a conspiracy theory, but it wasn't even when I was encouraging. I can't remember what it was. It was something regarding jab. And it was one of the. It wasn't like the myocarditis. It was something a little bit more obscure, and I'm like, I don't even know if it's true. That's literally what I say. I can't remember what the conspiracy theory was. I probably shouldn't, right? But I was talking about it, got me a community strike for misinformation, and I still haven't answered it, and I don't want to. That might be something else holding the channel down. Oh, fucking well, man. Fucking demons, man. We're in a demonic world. All you can do, though, is stay informed so you can stay out of it, man. You can stay afloat. Only God knows how anyone's going to get a job in this crazy-ass situation, this crazy-ass world where they're trying to push AI so heavy. And I even see they got a lot of jobs. Not a lot, but there are even jobs. Oh, thanks for some of the Fizz, Moira. That's so nice of you. Check out Fizz's content. Everybody check out Fizz's content. Toss your channel link in there. Everybody check it out. If you have a sub to Fizz. Pushing this AI shit, they even got where you can help train AI as a job, which is not a thing I would do. Even though every now and again I do talk to Chat GPT. I was asking Chat GPT the other day about the term clanker. Y'all heard that shit? Where people calling robots and AI clankers. We already got a racial slur for AI now, which is fucking hilarious to me. Uh, ChatGPT used the term robot racism. Yeah, find God is for real. Find God. Draw closer to the Most High. If you have another spiritual practice, draw closer on that, man. Whatever your spiritual practice is, because the material world is failing. It's failing in a real way. It's not just, we talk about some of the politics stuff, talk about a lot of entertainment stuff, but functionally, this money system's failing. This job system is failing. Hit like. Hey, Forbidden Ruin. I'm surprised they allowed you to see this stream because they were, I think they were censoring us. White folks are best coming up with apparently, yeah. Yeah, we already got a fucking racial slur for robots and AI, fucking clankers. I guess Elon Musk has worker robots in a fast food place they own. I know they were trying to do that in some McDonald's too. They had like a McDonald's, I think maybe a Taco Bell, they did it too. I know fucking Lex Luthor, aka Bezos, has a lot of robots in his Amazon facilities. A lot of these fucking clankers. I know ChatGPT is sensitive to this shit too. He calls it robot racism. So, the AI is already sensitive to being called clankers. So, I wouldn't eat no Tesla fast food. The fuck. Hey, K2J. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you for being ruined. Surprised they even showed my shit because it was showing 0 people in the chat, even though it was like 5 or 6 people commenting. I'm glad that they did. We're talking about whatever, man. We're talking about whatever. We're talking about certain files and lists. Says 7, all right. That's what I'll go with. Showed 0 just a few minutes ago, or maybe 20 minutes ago, whatever it was. It was good. Dystopia, how many of the brick and mortar stores hardly any customers? Man, that is the scariest thing when you go into a store or a restaurant. And yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy and Hope and Chuck Mangone and Malcolm Jamal Warner. Praise the Week. Heavy the streets do that shit too. Yeah. And that's not a new thing, but it's weird when you see it's like 5 or 6 people in the show 0. Like, don't do that to me. But yeah, that is scary. That just lets you know how fucked up the economy is, man. Because there's a lot of stores you go into and it's empty. I know a lot of times, so Amazon, you can return shit to, if you buy something on Amazon, you can return through Kohl's. So I'll go into Kohl's and it's like me and the workers. That's it. Maybe another 1 or 2 motherfuckers in there. No matter what time I go, me and the workers. That's it. Even if it's like on a Saturday where you think, it's gonna be busy, it's just me and the workers, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just fucking crazy. Hey, Maura. Call them toasters. Shout out Battlestar Galactica and Fish. Yeah, toasters, clankers. Fuck those fucking clankers. Yeah, Warner, yep. YouTube fucking creators. I heard they did something, like they're taking away some of the ad revenue. They don't want more monetized creators. That's been crystal clear for the past 5 or 6 years. They want as few monetized creators as possible. Yeah, we're in the 21st century, we have a slur for robots. Fucking clankers. They remove monetization from views. That's nuts. They were just giving me monetization for views. I didn't know they removed it. Oh, well. So there is no. Then what's the monetization from? They take away your likes when you get them. That's crazy. So what do you get? There's no monetization there, basically. Except on streaming. Except if you send a super chat. That's evil to do. I feel like a platform could take over YouTube because it's so bad. But we see Rumble ain't gonna do it. And listen, man, the political platforms ain't gonna do it. Unfortunately, the only way YouTube gets a competitor is one of the big boys, like Amazon or Meta or one of those type of companies or another. You get your ad money off the views of the ad. So how it was before, likes, comments, interactions, super chats, that's just so evil. So evil. Then Emma on PayPal have an option where you can donate some of your money. I saw that treasuries. You can help you pay off the 36th Street. Like, fuck you, I'm not paying off this debt. I'm trying to figure a way to pay less taxes. I'm not about to do that. I've seen the little number go up, so I'm not sure what something's. They're giving me a little something, but I mean, it ain't enough. If you piss and moan on children, yeah. If I just cried about superhero movies all the time, I'd be cool. I'm just glad I never came on this thing with the intention of trying to get paid. It ain't worth it. You ended up smart doing that. Likes and comments are a combined package. That's crazy. Trying not to be bitter. We're dealing with YouTube. It's a fucking mess. It is a fucking mess. But they don't want because harmless is useful distraction. What is? Oh yeah, crying about kids movies. Yeah, this is a harmless distraction. Absolutely harmless, absolutely a distraction. So yeah, I wasn't even monetized. Well, that's even less incentive to be monetized off YouTube. It's like, well, even if I hit that 1,000 mark, it don't mean shit. Again, I ain't gonna see most of these superhero movies. I'm done with the MCU. MCU's done with itself anyway. All these movies are lamed up. Secret Wars, everything's gonna be different anyway. So they're doing Doomsday. They're doing a Spider-Man movie and I think Secret Wars. Maybe they got another movie lined up and then they're rebooting everything. Meanwhile, YouTube server farms cause electricity to go up in the surrounding areas. Not only that, the AI farms do the same thing, and they need so much water that people around can't use water. So these the technocracy uses up all the fucking resources, fucks the people, and fucks its creators, and just sends propaganda. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to look up and see exactly what the new terms of service is, which I hadn't been looking at. That's evil to do. I mean, they must really want people to not use their platform. They must really want people to not use their fucking platform. And then they don't even help market it. It's like, it's so hard to fucking grow on the platform. It's just like, okay, man. We'll just if you are so determined, we'll just use TikTok. Everybody needs subversive social propaganda, apparently. Apparently, yeah, Cape shit. It's sad to see the way. I know there's a little bit of hype of this super fantastic shit, Superman and Fantastic Four, but I don't have much interest. There's still some perverse interest, right? I'm wearing a mask now, right? So yeah, I have some interest in this superhero genre, but it's just falling off. And then when you, again, hearing that it's going to reboot, it's like, well, what the fuck is the point of these movies? Just like I feel the same way when they announced the James Gunn Superman, and they still had like Shazam and other. It's like, what the fuck is the point of these movies if none of this means shit to the canon anyway? And you're about to just reboot the canon. So what's the point of Fantastic Four and all this shit if you're gonna, or even Doomsday, if motherfucking you're about to reboot and recast Iron Man anyway? Looking at headlines for your next stream. Have some interest in Clayface, fair enough. That is scary. Signed the order to force hospitalization for homeless people and the mentally ill. Well, what determines if you're mentally ill? And think about how many homeless people. Think about how many homeless people are created by the lack of situations. People living in a car. Does that mean they can pull up on somebody sleeping in their car and force them into a hospital? James Gunn has no business. Yeah, he's too immature. He's an Epstein guy. He has some suspect tweets. Yeah, Supergirl is coming out next year. Drunk and mean Supergirl. That's exactly what we need. You're not wrong, Roy, but with the reputation of some of the shit that I've heard ICE doing, the road to hell is paved with what was it? Rove to hell with good meanings or some shit like that. I can see this being abused real quick, real quick. Now you're not wrong that a lot of these people who are homeless are good intentions. Thank you. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. And a lot of the homeless are mentally ill and strung off of drugs. I'm not going to deny that. But we also know a lot of that reason is these homeless shelters are just rape fests. A lot of these motherfuckers who do try to go to a homeless shelter, they're just going to be raped anyway, or be robbed or abused by the staff or other homeless. So they'd rather be out on the street, and then they end up on drugs and they end up fucking themselves up. So forcing them into the hospital. And then, by the way, remember how expensive it is to go to a hospital. By the way, remember the resources of the hospital. You know how many homeless people are? You're going to put them all in the hospital room? Those rooms ain't cheap. Who's going to pay for the rooms? So again, that sounds, you road to hell's paved with good intention. That sounds great. Oh yeah, and listen, there is a homeless problem. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because we're trying to make more people homeless. We got also the functional homeless that you can't forget about. People who maybe aren't strung out on drugs, but are living in their car, living, Yeah, you got the yuppies and hipsters doing this van life shit. But there's a lot of people who live in a van, live in a car, and they can't convert it, and they're just thugging it out. And they're on they're just struggling, working at Walmart. That's the working homeless is a thing. And that's not the face of homelessness, but it's still a thing. It's still a big percentage of it. And then that's another thing, Rowan. SSRIs. You're right that a lot of homeless people aren't getting medication, but do you really want to put them all on SSRIs? Well, I mean, we know how SSRIs have on the impact they've had on mass shootings. So giving a bunch of people who are already crazy something that's going to tell them to give even less of a fuck in their actions. Woo. Yeah. Look at the rainbow coat. People screech 24/7 without rest. A lot of them do. A lot of them on SSRIs. Shit. Just force the SSRIs on millions of drugged out people ain't going to be go smooth either. So there's a lot to worry about this. I wish you were getting these people treatment. I wish you would reform the homeless system we have that has so many. There's a reason people rather be out in the street than live in these shelters. I wish you would actually enforce laws in these shelters so these weren't just havens of abuse and actually gave these places funding. And then, then you can better separate the wheat from the chaff. And then the people who just absolutely don't want help on drugs, first again, also have rehab facilities that can deal with these people. And shit, I mean, I'm not trying to, maybe I am being a little bit bleeding hard for the homeless, man. I feel, I'm living fucking paycheck to paycheck my damn self. So it's like, shit, it's like the system is designed to make you fucking homeless. Now, it doesn't mean you need to do fentanyl and be crazy and do crack and be crazy. But it is designed to get you outside of a home when you talk about the rising rent, the rising cost of living, the stagnated wages. So, I don't know. Pull yourself up by the bootstrap and imports millions of Jeeps. That's a whole nother can of worms. The immigration shit. We don't want these brown people. We want these brown people. The one famous video dude tried to talk. I remember the neighborhood. You don't belong in the neighborhood, and this weird motherfucker just screaming at the top of their lungs. Trump went from blaming Obama for the Russian hoax, and now he says Obama has immunity, and that Obama owes him now. What the fuck? Yeah, not these brown people, these brown people. Hey, Richard, I was talking about you earlier. Plug your shit, because I started to read Octopus Man. We just got back to the Epstein list, so here we go. I started to read Octopus Man because I hadn't read a lot of it, and you had said something about it. Like, oh man, let me try to catch up. I got to where I show up, but I stopped because I got so nervous. I didn't want to see how you wrote me, but I'm in it apparently. So I'm still behind from where you said earlier, but I am going to catch up. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Technically using the same rules, Trump, Obama is indeed, sadly, maybe immune for the same stuff Nixon got hated for. Man, have you guys ever seen Nixon? Like some old footage of him? He makes a lot of sense for a lot of stuff he was talking about, man. Yeah, quit playing a video game, show initiative, vacation multiple times a year. Obama's an obvious distraction away from Epstein. Saw an article that ICE arrests a migrant and has been deemed mentally impaired. Want me to send an issue to show? Just plug any issue you want in the chat. Yeet. Yeet. That's why he had to go. Yeah, Nixon. When I saw like I think there's a YouTube channel that's like kind of pro Nixon. You see a lot of stuff he was talking about. He was very common sense. I mean, he was allegedly one of the Bush's boys or Prescott. Was it Prescott? I think it was Prescott. I don't think it was George Senior. He was like his age, maybe a little older. But I think he was they detained illegal migrants. Yeah, some of the stuff ICE is not only they detain illegal migrants, they're fucking with U.S. nationals when they come back from different countries. Apparently, citizens are getting harassed like a motherfucker trying to come back into the U.S. But yeah, Nixon, I mean, he was a smart cookie. So maybe you're right. That is why they had to get rid of him. And I heard the Watergate shit wasn't even on him. I heard it was on was it Kissinger? But I'm not an expert at that shit. Whoo, MLK files. Lots of freak-offs, allegedly. Apparently he wasn't a crook. I don't know. I mean, I don't believe he wasn't a crook. Because, again, allegedly he was a Prescott Bush guy. Yeah, the baby oil, man, that was funny with Meek Mills. Philadelphia rapper. Abandoned houses. Where the tape at? Pool stick in his ass. Tell him tape that. No, you didn't say that. But that'd be funny if you did. But I saw that. I started lying. And then a piece of man. It's some cool shit, man. Check if you want to see. Unfortunately, the only justice we're gonna get in the FC list is Retro Richard's Octopus Man. I don't believe the FBI would have killed him if he had been compromised. Do links not work in vertical propaganda? Oh man. Pool sticking is okay. I wish I could show y'all again. Links don't work. That's a video. Those Meek Mill's lyrics. Meek Mill's one of Diddy's boyfriends. He's a lot of people's boyfriends. He's also Michael Rubin's boyfriend. He's also allegedly Robert Kraft's boyfriend. Not to be the T-app. I made it where you is mentioned by name. Yeah, you basically give different profiles of different known dealers. It's pretty fun. Check out Octopus Man. It's on his Wattpad. It's actually yeah, I know it's nasty as fuck. Couldn't be FC files because Biden. No, there is. I was just talking about this. Listen, Biden and Trump are. There is no liberal. There's no conservative. It's one side. There's a reason that Trump and Obama, and I don't remember what that was, and they're just laughing it up like they're two long friends. They're both presidents of the United States, and I'm sure they could impact. If they didn't want to sit next to each other, they didn't have to sit next to each other. But there's a video of them laughing it up like they didn't even have an issue. Shit, remember the whole Trump thing started with the birther shit with Obama. That was a work, man. So I'm not of the opinion that Biden would have they're all on the list. There's conservatives on that list, or that those files. Stop saying the list, it's not just a list. rape, Tom Hanks, Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, Donald Trump. That's not how the list works, right? But amongst those files, I think amongst the video, amongst the footage, amongst the flight logs, amongst all the information they have on Epstein and in that operation, I think you will find many a conservative contributor or contributor as far as funding, and many a liberal or Democrat or Republican. I think you'll find many registered Democrats, many registered Republicans, and many people who not only operate for those parties but fund those parties. So I have to disagree with you, Roy. I just don't believe. I don't believe in partisanship anymore, and I'm not going to operate like I do. Y'all can believe what y'all want. I'm not going to tell y'all what to do. I'm just tell y'all how I think. James Earl Ray somehow go to Memphis, to London after taking out MLK Jr. Allegedly, MLK like freaks. We just talked about Diddy. Allegedly, he was a freak off vet, and allegedly he was compromised, at least by the Communist Party. To what extent? I don't go to the eyes wide shut parties. Worst thing Meek did was losing the rap battle to Drake. That shit more gay than the Buffs and stuff. He did. I'm assuming Blair White is a troon because you said something about restrooms. Like I forgot. I remember that name, but I forgot that name. Later on, more superhero oriented. But the ending is killing the turtleneck. Epstein. Jay Uso for president. Yeet. Mike Johnson, House Speaker, won't even allow a vote on the files. Wowzers. I agree with Malcolm over MLK. Dems keep trying to slip the Epstein files into other bills. Crypto regulation bill did it. Epstein files in a while. The files, whatever we get, will never be the full list of names. Now it's just a talking point. It's that conservative troon. Okay, oxymoron, right? But yeah, listen. I can't. I wish I had a better explanation on every single thing, right? We were talking about the assassination attempt. We were talking about certain things. I'm not going to act like I have an expert explanation to every single thing that they do amongst each other, and I can prove unequivocally everything I can. But I just feel like, especially with this Epstein list or Epstein files, more than likely there's going to be a lot of different parties on that list. Conservative troon always makes me chuckle. Yeah, well, you know what? That was the gimmick, though, right? I'm a liberal, or no, I'm a conservative, and I'm, not a straight white male. I'm a woman, or I'm black, or I'm, have a gay. I ain't even gonna say it. There'll be, this person's trans, this person's gay, this person's this. They're conservative too. Walk away. Oh shit, my phone about to die. I think my phone's about to die, guys. Yeah, it's starting to. I think I'm on like 5%. So this stream is about to end anyway. Let me see. Well, hold on. Let me see if my charger's gonna reach. My charger can't reach. We're gonna call it. Can it reach? Maybe if I move this down. Hold on a second. I do like talking to you guys. There we go. I can see you. We are at 5%. We'll try to go as long as we can. Dave Rubin considers himself a conservative? Really? That's crazy. Silly British cigarette. Yeah, that was a gimmick. Shout out to Eric July. You know what I mean? He was able to sell conservatives white guilt for that comic. Is he still doing that comic? Does anybody still keep up with Eric July and Neurotic and them in the chat? Is he still making comics and shit like that? He sold Cotton laughing. He sold conservatives white guilt and made millions off of that shit. Yes or no? Eric July is too mainstream for you, fair enough. He sold conservatives white guilt and a bunch of what was it, Unreal or Unity assets, whatever it was. I don't want to get it wrong for legal purposes, but he's a distributor above a creator. But yeah, he was selling people generic assets royalty-free assets in a comic that was supposed to be all original. And, shout out to him. Sympathy for Gaza. He was one of the good ones. He made a lot of money off that one of the good ones. Shit. Sold him a bunch. He made a lot of money off the fucking comics. I don't know if he's still doing it. Yellow Gash. Mighty Golden Gatriot. I didn't know that's what it was called. I didn't know he was doing the shit too. Barely broke 100K. EJ wouldn't advertise for his friends. Damn. You know what also sucks about that whole thing is that they kind of poison, and like that could have been a cold little wave of independent comics, and then it got all gay. Like between that and the comics gate and all this shit, it's just like, bro, that could have been. And you did have Common America. I know Fizz said it's talked about that, and he still does streams. Not like nothing came out of it. Shout out to my man Vinny Art, who still does comics and shit like that. He does shit with Slasher. But it's like, man, that could have been a cold little wave and cold little method of, and it still is. It's still available, but like of getting your comic books funded and getting comic books made and people getting into the industry on their own terms as far as comic books are concerned. But instead it just became a bunch of political butt fucking and a lot of homosexuality. So the Gatriot is hilarious. Mighty Golden Patriot. Looks like an Egyptian Golden Power Ranger. Hop on Discord, maybe. Yeah, I guess go to comics. That, you know what? The business I really want to start, man, is AI OnlyFans. I want to just take AI bitches and put them on OnlyFans. But I'm too scared of getting found out. I swear that's the business. If you don't have fear, you don't give a fuck about getting found out, that's where the hustle is. Take AI hoes and turn them into OnlyFans. Maybe give them a social media presence and turn them hoes into OnlyFans. E-pimping, yep. Fizz said, going to comics on Kickstarter, that's the same difference. Of course, he's fighting Nazis, Boomer Truth Regime. It's strong with that one. But yeah, e-pimping. E-pimping is the way, man. That's the business I would tell anybody who just said, you know what, if they don't give a fuck about the shame if they get found out, you don't give a fuck, you just say, man, I'm not on OnlyFans. That's the business, is set up some AI hoes and toss some AI hoes off the internet, on the internet. Yeah, e-pimp. Because people are already trying to marry their AI girlfriend anyway. So, I mean, there's a lot of money in e-pimping. And then, you know, with e-pimping, you ain't got to worry about a bitch coming back talking about you trafficked her. Because she's not even real. It's ChatGPT. Is Grok going to tell you is he going to run to the dude and say he got trafficked? Is that what Grok going to do? No. So y'all want to hustle? That's the hustle, man. That's the obvious hustle. And it's available right now. And there's no brand for it yet. You know what I mean? There's no like one company where everyone goes to get their AI goonery going. Said you gonna get an e-RICO case? You might. I don't think so. How you gonna get a RICO case? Make sure the models look grown though. See, guys, I'm not a racist. My comics about fighting Nazis. There you go. Who was fighting Nazis? What you call him? The Golden Gatriot? Yellow Gash. Shout out to Yellow Flash. I ain't seen them. ECP. Yeah, don't do ECP. Keep just have adult models. Yeah, as long as you do that, you should be straight. As long as The models look grown. You should be straight. I don't see any issues. Now you might get some wild ass requests. You might get some wild ass requests from some fans, but oops. Did anyone hear that the first DOJ? Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that. That the Attorney General or somebody that talked to Maxwell. Apparently, she might get immunity, which is crazy. You're racist, but the good kind. What the hell is the good kind? Did anyone hear first DOJ for three? Yeah, 3 administrations. Finally interviewing. How you gonna get RICO? You don't speak Spanish. Yo, that's not what the was it racketeering something criminal organization. I forgot what it stood for. I think it's racketeering. I think it's racketeering. I don't know what the I stand for, but I know it's criminal organization. Once her sentence commuted, no, she can be trusted. But there's no way there's a part he better not. We will see. You like me? I'm the good kind of racist. You're funny. I don't know if you're good. Couldn't speak to the morality of the racism. You want to check your stuff out? Hit the link in the channel. Yeah, please. Yeah, feel free to check out Retro Richard stuff as well. One of the good ones. Oh Lord. One of the good ones. How's Matt doing? I've been meaning to hit him up. See, he does his stream. He's not on Mondays anymore now. It's like Wednesday he does his streams. Probably wouldn't appreciate your X fee. I probably wouldn't. Which is why I'm not on X. Assuming the good kind of race are the only ones that keep their opinions to themselves and act polite to everyone. Tuesday. Okay, it's Tuesdays. Had a fight with your sister last week. President. Oh, wow. Jesus fucking Christ. King, terrorist president. Liberal rage. Like I said, I'm not partial. Both sides are demons. Yeah, that's pretty wild, bro. You gonna hold you like, whoa, the fuck. But yeah, they're both sides of demons. I'm not gonna. I would say, been watching Anthony Cumia. I see. I would say, I mean, Will's keep to himself as polite. That's fair enough. But and I had made the decision even when this shit got like I'm not about to lose no family or no friends over no politics. Not nobody in real life personally, because it's not. I don't. Ain't nobody giving me a check for no opinion, and I wouldn't even make it. And shit, you see how much money I made off of this shit? Have black neighbors had something to say about him yesterday. So I don't give a fuck about that shit when I said Obama, no fucks given, and then we got high. And then I got high. Ooh. There's a lot of black people start to dislike Obama. And I think everybody knows that Big Mike. I mean, come on, man. And then if you didn't already dislike Obama, him saying every man needs a gay man in their life, bro, what the fuck? What are we talking about, homie? So anybody who had gotten this far without disliking him, I think that took care of the rest, man. Nick Fuentes. Every now and again I see a clip of him on a scam. Wouldn't lose people in politics. Thing gotten so bad. Person politics do reflect their moral character. I don't know. I mean, sometimes it can. I ain't gonna say it can't. Gave him weed after talking to him for an hour. Dad grew it. I see. Loose lips. Fair enough. Ha! Yay! But yeah, he seems to turn on Trump Fuentes. Actually, at least from the little clips I'll see him on the scam. Man, it's a scam has become a crazy place, bro. All the pro-Hitler propaganda you see on fucking Instagram, man. He's been spot on the last couple months. Yeah, he's not on the Orange Man. He's not a MAGA guy. Doesn't seem like with the recent stuff. He said, which I'm, ironically enough, despite his reputation, I never heard of him until Kanye said something about him. Despite his reputation of supposedly being racist, which I think he is pretty racist, but I'm not a big Fuentes guy. I'm not a big anyone's guy at this point. You guys tell me my politics, honestly. You guys tell me what's going on in the political news at this point. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it's funny how that was. I don't think a lot of people didn't know who he was, too, Kanye. I think a lot of listen, man. Obama lost a lot of that goodwill. They've been saying ignorant shit this whole time, man. They always got something to say. Him and that dude that he be fucking, Michael Levine. They've been sneak dissing us for they've been sneak dissing black people since they left the fucking office, man. And if you hear this shit, a lot of people are like, man, fuck this dude. And that gay shit he just said, it was like a couple weeks ago. Like, man, this old British cigarette, you don't shut your gay ass up. If you look at some of the TikTok videos, trying to keep everybody updated on what's going on. Yeah, you got, in the chat, talking to me, even this Epstein thing, if what's his name didn't start talking about it, I might not, Rowan has some information later, but it started off because of Wade talking about the Epstein thing today. So, never any black man want to trash Obama. Really? They're on the internet. Jesus. Bro is right. Jesus, man, just inbounds. What the fuck? Big Mike taking selfies, drinking wine while Notre Dame burns. Fuck that dude. Oh, yo, I forgot all about that Notre Dame burning shit till you mentioned it. Yeah, fuck, but one day we will find Michael Levine Robinson's whereabouts. One day. But I'm about to get out of here because this mess is getting to me. It's been an hour and a half plus. Big Mike is Michael Levine Robinson. You have to respect it. Say I don't know about all that. But I will talk to. People keep talking about Hulk Hogan, rest in peace, whatever, man, whatever. But I will talk to you guys later. I'm starting to get tired. I probably could have ended it when the phone started to die, but I feel like I can go a few extra minutes. And it's been real. We've been almost 2 hours. Nobody new showed up, but some of the old faces showed up, which I appreciate. It's going back to showing 0 people watching. Yeah, but Michelle Obama is Big Mike, who's obviously a dude. Or everybody needs a gay man husband. What the fuck? British cigarette. In any event, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged, share, subscribe, please do that. Even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Oops.